All right, sound is on. Oscar, we treat him with a like a little diabetic needle. He gets a little bit of a, I don't even know if it's insulin. I don't really know. He gets an injection of every day, twice a day, every 12 hours for his diabetes insipidus or whatever he has. And I did his shot, and I went to put the cap on the little needle, and I jabbed myself. It came right through the cap and stabbed me right in the thumb. I was like, ow. So, yeah.
You're lucky it was a dog.
Yeah.
What dog is it?
Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah, Colleen's water dog.
Water dog.
Yeah, addicted to water. He's better on he has his ups and downs, but that in little bit of that, whatever that medicine is, it helps curb his craziness. I hope Carlene has a fascinator to wear for tomorrow's mail call. If not, I'm sure she could make one out of a paper plate and decorations.
What am I doing?
I don't know, did I say that right? Fascinator?
Fascinator.
Fascinator.
A fascinator.
To wear for tomorrow's mail call. You don't know what you're talking about.
Why would I need what is a fascinator? Why would I
don't know.
Do they know there's a party tomorrow night? I'm
Yeah.
not going to be here.
Yeah, it's parties at 6:30. You're not going to do mail call before?
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
You
Yeah, it
never
all
know.
depends. All depends.
I think I said to my daily doggy that if Ann wanted to do it, she could do it.
Yeah. Thinking if a dog doesn't get it, do you keep working on it longer or end the session and try it again the next day? It depends. I mean, there are certain times when you're trying to get a dog to do something where you physically get frustrated, and that's when I walk away. Because if I lose my patience, I'm not going to get anywhere. So if I'm working with a dog on property and I'm trying to get it to do something and it's just not paying, I'll actually like walk away and shut myself in the feed room, take a breath, and then I'll walk back out and let's try it one more time. So it's all about patience. If you lose your patience, then you're dead in the water. I was explaining that with Devin today. She had a dog giving her a hard time, and she called me and she was just like, I don't know what to do. I can't get the dog to focus. And I said, well, first off, how are you feeling about it? And she's like, I'm really frustrated. And I said, walk away. I said, because you're never going to get anywhere if you're stressed out, because you're mad and then you grab the dog and then the dog gets scared, and it's never a good thing. So she was going to try getting more focused. There's one of the dogs that's just goes and goes and it's all over the board and it has no focus. So but it's super food motivated. So while it's young on property, we're going to introduce a little bit of a food, like, hey, hi, I'm here. Here's a little bit of a cookie and let's walk on. See if we can get her to click a little bit. And then obviously we drop the food. We're not the type of facility that walks around with the cookie pockets. I've been to a couple conferences, one of the last ADI conferences that we went to, and every single person had a cookie pack, and the dog just stares at the cookie thing on their hip the whole time, and I just don't feel, I get that they get what they want out of it, but I feel like it's just all for the food. It's a lot of...
I think our bonding is so critical.
Yeah.
And the food is secondary.
Yeah. And you see a lot of those videos with like the German Shepherds and the Malinois, and they're like training to be attack dogs. And I always, and the dog's looking at the handler and everyone's like, look at that, focus that dog. And there's always a toy. There's always a toy tucked under their arm. And it's so funny because like I look for it and you can see a little bit of it in and it's the dog walking and it's just staring right up at it, and they're just like, oh, look at my dog, like perfect eye, and I'm like, it's staring, like if you throw that thing, it's gonna go. Yeah. But I mean, everyone has their different, I'm not hating on any, everyone has their own techniques. What we do works for us, what other people do work for them. But so yeah, if a dog doesn't get it, try a little bit longer, but then we move on and we start something else or go back to something that they do know and then slowly work back onto it. But we take notes every day, so every dog that we do, we write notes, and so if I go back and, this dog had a hard time going in and out of doorways or jumping in and out of the car, then we know to focus on that again the next day. So that's one of the things that ADI forced us to do, which is kind of helpful. But, Carlene, where'd you get your water bottle? They want to know.
eBay.
eBay.
That's where I get everything.
Fascinator, a hat for the royal wedding. That's what they're talking about. The royal wedding. Everybody's on the wedding. I feel like I'm the only one that's not into the wedding.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's an interesting wedding.
The little sassy hats that the Brits wear. All right.
Yeah. It's just like a pasta. Does it have to heat it up? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, not the whole thing. I mean, just a portion of it.
Yeah, diabetes insipidus. I don't know. I'm not even sure if that's what he has. It's not. She said it has nothing to do with insulin. It's not treated with. Oscar gets some sort of injectable. I have no idea what it is, and it works for him. So I don't know what his actual diagnosis is. That's a question for Carlene. I'm not really sure. Was Bentley only trained by Carlene? When Bentley was born, it was just Carlene and myself handling dogs. So I guess, because I always said once he got in his accident, the way that he was with me changed. And I was like, I've been with you since you were born. And now all of a sudden I can't touch you. Like, you don't let me cut your toenails or you growl at me. So Carlene did a lot of the bonding and the handling with him once we chose Bentley and Opal and Yellow as the breed dogs. They kind of shifted, when they could all be together, they shifted more towards Carlene, and I had the other 6, I think there was.
7.
Yeah, other 7, so. Does Oscar use regular syringes or special injector pens? I think they're just little insulin needles. They're little orange tops, and they're really thin, and the needles are very, very, very small. Hello? When will the mothers and daughters be introduced to the herd again? Oh, I think that's a donkey question. For Carlene.
Janine had a baby yesterday.
I went there today because I had to pick up Wanda. She called me and she said, "Can you pick up Wanda and you bring her to the farm?" So she's she's down there. Yeah. And I said, "Sure." So I went there at like 3. And I pulled in the driveway and I was like, oh, I might as well like look at the baby. Like, so I walked around and it's flat as a pancake in the middle of the field and none of the donkeys are near it. I walk around the corner and I was like, oh. So I go around the back of the house because there's a mule of some kind that I didn't know if it was friendly, so I didn't want to cut through there. So I went around, I walked out. Other 4 little mini donkeys are here, and the mom was way over there, and the baby was flat in the middle. So I walk over the baby, and he's just flicking its tail, and it's asleep. But I don't know if I just happened to stumble in on nap time.
Yeah. Did he flicking its tail?
It was flicking its tail a little bit, and then I was patting. I was like picking up its head and talking to it, and it was just looking at like very flat. So I just called Janine. I was like, hey, I know your work thing. Your baby's very flat. I said, I could have very well come in on during nap time, and I'm like, I'm completely aware of that, but I don't know. I was like, so I don't know. And she was like,
what can you do?
Yeah. So she has a girl that was there in the morning with her, and she's like, I'll make sure she pops over. She's like, it very well could be nap time, but I'll make sure somebody checks on it. So I said, that's fine. So I left. So yeah, I don't know if they'll be introduced to the herd.
Well, that was the problem. I had visions of putting these 4 together. 2 mommies, 2 babies, and maybe having to bring hers over here.
Yeah.
It depends on what she's got going on. I don't know.
Yeah, she has 3 minis and a big one and a baby and a mule, I think.
Apparently, a couple of those others are pregnant too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tune in tomorrow. That's all I know.
How's Raffy? Raffy's good. He's loving his drugs. He got his pain pill, so he's happy.
Who?
Raffy. Raphael, right there.
He was happy.
Yeah, he's a happy dog. Yeah.
Very happy dog.
Yeah. We call him Raffy because Raphael was always such a tongue twister for me to say. Megan, if a recipient is simply unable to get on his or her feet unassisted by people, is it a big problem? That's a loaded question. It depends.
Why can't he get up?
Yeah, there's a couple different things. Like a lot of people that we've given dogs to have a hard time just standing up. I mean, if they do 50% of their weight on this or on a person, they still can't get up. I would think that's a little bit too much weight bearing for one of our dogs. But everybody's different. Even Rocco with his guy, he's a big dude, and when he fell down, I couldn't even get him up. And he was a big guy, like, and he was just dead weight. So, but he knows with Rocco, at the beginning, we had to show Tim how to do 50% of your weight on something else and divide it, because he was just trying to bear it all down on the dog, and the dog was just like, no, not doing it. So I was like, we got to compromise. And now Rocco, over time, has gotten used to Tim and understands it, and now he'll brace for him. And Tim has also learned how to use his legs a little bit more. So that's a tough question. It can be a big problem, but we try and help everybody, but sometimes some people are just too far gone. Does Maya also take a daily injection for her drinking issue? I believe so. Donna Kimball would know more, though. You can ask her next time she's here. All right. That's it. You got some fun colored envelopes.
I do.
All right. I don't know who's your mail call person.
I don't either.
Jade, are you mail call?
Yes.
No.
I took a temperature because she was limping, but she doesn't have one.
We're not giving her any pills or anything.
No, I just took her temperature.
Yeah. I'm on it, guys. Here we go. Butler School, Lindy, from Belmont, Mass. There's a bunch of kids here. They're probably writing thank yous. There you go. Oh, good Lord, please reply. Unreal. Now I gotta reply to all these kids. Ay. Dear dog trainer, my name is Danielle, maybe, and I am writing to ask a person to come to our classroom and answer questions. I read the book A Place for Grace in English class about a dog named Grace who was dreaming about being a service dog. It's beautiful because her dreams come true, and the book has made me happy, just like when I got my very own parakeets. Their book made me think of a question, for example, how much does the could be dog cost? I would love to hear the answers to this question. Can you write back or tell me a website or video that would help me learn more? You may also email my teacher at a whole bunch of things. Please reply to Butler School. Danielle. Okay, well, I guess I gotta reply to that one. That's the kind we just have to keep going with. And we have Chris T. Bacon. Yeah. Did you hear that?
What?
Christy Bacon.
Crispy bacon.
I like crispy bacon.
Okay. Got that one. It almost got by me because I thought, Chris, wait a minute. Okay, that's all yours. That's a good one. Forklifts are purple, violets are too. I just wanted to thank you for all that you do. Isn't that wonderful? Crispy bacon. Two slices, please. Isn't that funny?
You don't
That's
know who that is?
No.
No, I don't either. No, it'd be fun to find out.
No, that's not the same one. There's about 3 or 4 people now doing this.
Oh, okay. They want to be anonymous, but fine.
That's fine. They can't help it. I mean, they can't give me their name if they're going to do that. Well, I'll hang them. Because I don't always get it. That's what's so funny. Here we have David, Ashland, Oregon. Here we go. Enclosed for 2 feed bags. Huh. Fun Funder wherever, David. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you very much, David. Wow, 2 feed bags. It's on there, and he's got his address on there. I'll leave the whole thing in there anyway. And we have a couple poo pickers. Yes. Okay. I'm going to put that all in here. And we are on Verizon.
Okay, see ya.
I don't ever want to hear from Verizon again.
It's not Linda, don't worry.
Oh, you got food. You're here.
I did, how are you? Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the mail call.
Oh, go ahead. That's okay. Mel. Kirkville, New York? I never heard of that.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you good with making our plate?
No, we'll do it after the mail call. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, are you
There you go.
Yes, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, good, see you then. All right.
Bye.
Hey, Carlene, thank you for the awesome orange lead you made for my Harley.
Bye, guys.
It's perfect size. Once I'm done walking her, if I want to let her run free, I just attach the 2 ends and let it looks like a collar. Strap up out of the way while she plays and can easily be detached again for walking. Small thank you to do as you want. Well, isn't that wonderful? You put it in the pot. That's what we want to do. Oh, you can have that one.
All right.
Mm.
She's still on there.
Butler School, another one.
What? What's the matter? She's still here, don't worry. She's okay, all right. All right.
Butler School. Uh-oh, what I did. That's one of those things we just have to redo. My name is Mark, and I am in the 2nd grade in Belmont, Mass. I'm writing today to know how training dogs learn. I read a book about A Place for Grace in English class. It's about Grace trying to be a hearing dog.
Okay, you're good.
Huh.
All right, you're good.
I like it because at the end she was really good at it. The book made me think of some questions. For example, how do hearing dogs do tricks? My teacher has invited you to our classroom. You may email her, Linda. Oh, thank you.
Do you need to call?
Well, that's 2 of them that I gotta answer.
Come on,
We'll do something about it.
come on.
We'll do something about it. What's another one? I was very active in Butler School. Very active at Butler School. Another one. You can have that one. First of all, I have to figure out how to read the letter. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello, my name is Linda. Lina. Huh. I'm Lina, and I'm in 2nd grade at Belmont, Massachusetts. Oh my word, she spelled out Massachusetts. That's better than I could do. Okay. I am writing today to learn about training dogs. What? Stop it, you two. I read a book in Place for Grace in English class. It's about a dog wanted to be a guide dog, but became a service dog. I liked reading the book because she became a hearing dog.
Are you waiting for Linda?
The book made me think of some questions. For example, how do they know what
She's coming.
sound is what? What does the person do when they take the dog to the vet and they have to talk to each other. My teacher also invites you to our classroom, and you may email her. Oh, good Lord. Okay, well, there's another one we'll have to deal with that tomorrow.
That would be nice to go to the classroom with a couple of dogs, maybe.
It would be if it's in Belmont. The ways.
Yeah, but they might have money in that town.
Huh?
They might have money in that town.
It's getting me down the highway. That's,
yeah, it is. Yeah, it would be a test. Pain to get there.
I have to have somebody go with me on that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay, that's for Harold
She's
and Wanda.
She's coming. She's coming. It's alright. She's coming.
That's for Harold and Wanda. Okay, we did that part. And I have this one here. I'll open that one first. Here we go. It's not from anybody. That could be. Ow. Do you work tomorrow? Oh, okay. We have letters to write for that Belmont school. All those kids. I got 3 letters. Oh. 3 letters to write. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is part of that process.
What says on those two?
Tylenol.
Benny, you coming out?
Actually, this goes back in my room, I guess, because these go here.
You going that way? Oh. You going to the lot?
Okay, so we'll put one of these here, and one of these here, and under that blue tarp, and then the rest of these go in my room.
Come on, let's go. Go ahead, Ben. Bentley.
Bentley doesn't want to go.
You don't want to go?
Bentley doesn't want to go.
In your room, you said?
Yes.
Go ahead. Up. The little bugger doesn't go.
I guess she's gonna go.
Is she coming?
She's going.
All right.
If she goes into the pond, you know, you're gonna have to get her out of the mud.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
he's like, is she coming?
Go ahead. You can go. Move it along.
Okay. Okay. What did she bought in dinner, did she?
Oh, she brought in a lot of dinner. Yeah.
A lot of dinner. What do you got?
Some kind of pasta.
Okay. What do we got for the name? We got a name?
There we go.
There we are. Okay.
Big box.
Big box. Huh. Huh.
I'm afraid it's gonna fall off.
Okay. Well, we don't seem to have anything yet here. Let's see what we got. Donna. Donna. From Wheeling, Illinois. That's very nice, thank you. They gave her a discount on buying them. Oh. What are we doing here? We're doing this. I don't think I did the other end right. That's too low. Here we go.
He didn't want to come? Oh, Bentley.
Bentley. Well, he's getting into fly season
You
here.
may
Which-
know this
No
is
problem.
earlier.
Here we go. Somebody gonna take that away here?
Okay.
Her? I don't understand what I got here. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see.
It's gonna be
I'm gonna
heavy.
turn it on its side, then I'm gonna hold on to this. You're gonna take the
Can
box.
you?
Turn it on its side. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
now I got that. There we go. These are heavy.
Do you know what it is?
Lord. Oh. Looks like they're feeders.
Oh, wow.
Looks like they're feeders here. Find out in a minute. David said we needed some more of these. Okay. We're getting there. Wow. All right, I'll pull this, you pull that stuff. I'm gonna pull. Okay. You got that?
Yep.
There we go. We got that one. Well, that's very nice. We're gonna do that again, right?
Okay.
That was easy. Wow. Those are pretty good. You got that? Go ahead, hold.
Can we save it or just put it out here?
They're lovely. They're lovely. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Again?
Yeah, we got another one here. Okay, I got this thing. Boy, are they wrapped.
Bowls, Mark, maybe?
Huh?
Bowls, maybe, for all of them?
We have crap. We have
Yeah, but they
bowls
look
to use.
bigger than our bowls.
They are. We have bowls this size, though.
Oh, do we?
I know we do. We
But
got
it
bowls.
looks like there's some bowls with it, though, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, there's bowls with it.
There are bowls with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Huh?
I didn't see. Oh, there's a bowl. Let's take the roll out, put it in there. There we go.
Nice.
We got a bowl.
Yeah, bowls.
They coming?
Yeah, until they come up. Well, yeah, so we are bigger. Oh, who's gonna get those? You don't have to fill it all the way, obviously. Nice. Yeah,
Lovely.
very nice.
Beautiful bowl. There we go. We got it. Ah, beautiful.
Very nice.
Nice bowl.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. We're all set now.
The dogs will be fighting over them, I'm sure. Look, you're on.
There we go.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh. Okay.
People are very generous.
did that. Thank you very much.
Did you already hold it up?
That was from Donna. Where's Donna from? Wheeling, Illinois. Wow. Wonderful. Huh. All right, I'm ready.
Reminds me of how professional movers pack things. They start picking up rocks on my patio and wrapping them. Too much paper.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's a place for Grace.
Yep.
Mayhem is on her very first Linda K stroll. They like your haircut.
Oh, good.
They like your desk.
It's a very busy desk.
As to that letter at the Butler School, the student would be perfect for the video thumb drive thing, even if you guys decide to go visit.
I don't know. It's going to have to be one of those things where I have time and it can do it, and it's a drive. It's quite a drive, and it's down a highway, so somebody else is going to have to drive me. I don't do highways well. The only way I can drive on the highway is to eat ice cream the whole way, which is very bad. Get fat.
Chris P. Bacon name is from an airline commercial on TV.
It's clever. Doesn't matter where it's from.
Is Oliver still with Janine?
On alternate Thursdays. He's around. Every once in a while he's with her. He when she works in Boston, Oliver is with, what's his name? Dan? No. The guy with the truck that brings granite here. I've forgotten his name. He's a stonemason and he drives a truck and he usually has the dog with him, so he picks the dog up at Janine's and takes the dog, so the dog doesn't have to come here and is not home alone.
Good.
He's got he's got a job to go to. He goes to every day.
With the dog.
Yeah. Oh,
Good.
He's a stone guy. He's got a big dump truck.
Yeah.
And he delivers rocks to us every once in a while.
Mm.
He's got curbs over at Janine's. Janine's whole place is done in curbs now.
Oh, really?
It's really pretty fancy.
Yeah. And Oliver's a good dog. It's nice.
Oliver's a good dog. He likes him.
Yeah, he's a good dog.
How's the new toaster?
The who?
Toaster?
New toaster's fine. Fine.
How was your day and did you do any training?
My training is off base because my subject is lame. May is lame. I think she probably jumped off the stone wall and landed on one leg. So I think it's a shoulder. And we'll give it another few. The trouble is a shoulder takes like 2 months. If they strain a shoulder, whether horse or dog, they'll limp for like 2 months and then all of a sudden they're better. So I don't know if I'm going to bother having her x-rayed because what's the difference? What difference is it going to make? You know?
You misunderstood my comment. The school kids would enjoy the video. Mail calls, meet Chipper Steve, sorry. Put on the thumb drive, even if you guys do actually visit.
Oh, okay, yep. That video is on our website now.
They say you need to get a personal portable CD player to listen to books on.
I can't stand any more equipment. I got one. I got a portable CD player. It's a car. A Toyota. The chair, it's a nice comfortable chair. And I get to alter the heat or air conditioning as I see fit, all by myself. And if I want it hot, then I don't have to listen to, will you turn the heat down? You know, because I'm all in my own little unit. So there.
I feed my Dane in an elevated dish that slows her down when eating. Is it better to feed her that way or in an elevated bowl?
Nobody knows why dogs get bloat. I basically started feeding them in an elevated bowl so I didn't have to reach down to the floor to pick up the bowls. Plus the fact, these bowls, those bowls are not bowls that you could use on the floor. You better get one. I'll have to show everybody.
Shut the lights on in there.
One of the new bowls?
Yeah, yes, that'd be fine. I would not feed those bowls on the floor. Because if you get a happy dog coming in, oh, I'm so happy, here's my dinner, boom. Hits them in the face, in the nose, it can break a leg. It really, and they get, you know, they're jumping around and bang. So I don't use those. I use them, the ones on the floor, ones that have to be tapered the other direction. Now you can have it back again.
Okay. And it looks like that's it.
Is that it?
That's
okay,
it.
we're
Good
done.
night.
Bye.